of the Worldwide Racing League Busch Series. Tonight we are at the land of fast cars and movie stars, otherwise known as Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. I am your host, Keith Ayers, otherwise known as Mr. NASCAR, and with me, as always, is Alex Van Evie, otherwise known as Boz. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good. So, last week was a bit rough, but we got through it.
Yeah. We did.
It was an okay race. It was a lot of action in it, but the ending could have been a little better on our behalves, and I would just like to apologize for that. Hopefully tonight will be better.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to say about Auto Club, or?
The thing about Auto Club is you have to stay in the draft, and if you're in a certain pack, you'd want to work together. Meaning, follow the car that is ahead of you and not pass. Even though the speeds here can get, and correct me if I'm wrong, Keith, can get anywhere to like 200 miles an hour plus. If you're in the draft. I mean, it's a crazy amount of speed.
Yes, absolutely. So in the first, correct me if I'm wrong again, but in the first 3 races of the year, we've had, 3 different winners?
Yes, we've had 3 different winners in the last 3 weeks.
And 2 of them have been from the same team. That would be Herbert Motorsports, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Do you think somebody can repeat tonight, or do you think somebody is going to rise to the occasion and get their first win of the year?
I think someone's going to rise to the occasion, especially this week. And like we talked about last week, I think the guys that have not won yet, which is almost the whole field.
Right. Because only 3 guys have won.
Exactly. So you know they're itching for a win, and some of the guys are still hungry for more because, playoff points matter. So I'm very interested to see what strategies these guys pull out, and if at all, if we even get a caution. I mean, last week, the last 3 races, there's been 1 caution.
Yeah.
The average right now is 1 caution a race.
That's been pretty impressive. Through 3 races, we've averaged 1 caution each race. Hopefully that keeps up tonight, because Auto Club is spacious. There's like 3-4 lanes of racing. You can get pretty spread out here.
Yes, you can. And my prediction at the start of this race is you're going to see 4 or 5 wide. I mean, everyone's trying to get that top spot. So it's going to definitely be a good race, especially at the beginning and the end.
Fuel strategy, another key factor in tonight's race. Do you think somebody can stretch it, or is somebody going to be able to seek a win out on strategy?
I think a lot of people are going to stretch it. I think you're going to see at least 10 of the guys tonight stretch their fuel limits, if not at all. And some of them are actually going to play smart and try to do strategy. I mean, we're just going to have to find out the end.
Yeah, because I was looking over the stats of this race. The first stage, you'll have to pit, no questions asked. Second stage, gonna be questionable as to whether or not somebody can stretch on the fuel. But the third stage, you've got to pit at least twice to be able to make it to the end.
Yep.
And it's only 75 laps, so you can't just sit in the back and fool around. You got to go, and you got to go hard.
Yep. And you have to go hard from start to finish, because if you don't, you're just gonna find yourself in the back with no help, and you're just kind of you're shooting yourself in the foot when you sit in the back for so long, especially at this track or tracks like this one.
Exactly. And like I said earlier, Herbert Motorsports has been the dominant team so far this season, no questions asked, because they've taken the first two
Yes.
races. Their drivers are looking pretty stout so far. What are your opinions of that team?
Coming from last season, they were very dominant last season. Even into playoffs, they never got their foot off the gas, and it transferred into this season. So I'm thinking they're going to do come to the exact same approach this season. They're not going to take their foot off the gas, and they're not going to handle their opponents lightly. So when you say 75 laps, you're racing that team for 75 laps, hands down. You have to have the car to beat that team. If you do, hands down, you're going to win. So hopefully these guys put in the time and effort throughout the week to get ready for this one.
Because even at the tail end of last season, they were looked strong. Obviously, Zion winning the championship for that team. So yeah,
Right. And he was phenomenal last playoffs, and all that momentum from last season, and I think he won 4 races last season,
I believe so. Yes.
if not more, and it transferred into this season because he has not yet been out of the top 5.
Wolfpack Racing is another team that's been looking strong lately. Obviously, Christopher Morey got the first one for that team last week. What do you think about the chances of that team repeating tonight?
Now that would be something to see. If not him winning or helping one of his teammates, even though he's locked in, helping one of his teammates to the front. That team has shown a lot of momentum coming into tonight after last week. Because that team alone, I think they all finished in the top 10, which is strong points.
Yes. And I
So
went back.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I cut you off. My bad.
No, you're good.
I
So
was
I
just
know
going
they
to.
put in the time and hours in this week.
Yes. And I went back and looked at the results of the first 3 races. Christopher Morey's finishes have been second, first. We'll see if tonight's lucky enough for him. If he can
Yes.
repeat with another win. To the best of my knowledge, in the Busch Series, that's been the best start to a season for any driver.
Yes. Up to this point, you are correct.
He's averaged a top 2 finish, so yeah, no questions asked. That's obviously
Yeah,
the best start to a
exactly.
season.
Yep.
When you finish in top 2, then the top 2 every week, that's points all the way, and you always
exactly.
be in the hunt for the win.
Yep. You always count yourself into the fight to the finish also.
Another team I want to talk about is D4C. That team's been looking really strong.
Yes, they have. That's another team that you need to look out for, especially if I was Herbert Motorsports, because you have these two teams trying to minimize their mistakes throughout each week, and so far, they've progressed dramatically. So I'm definitely looking forward to see if they can pull something off here tonight as well.
Yeah, and that team obviously last season was strong. Didn't get the championship finish they were hoping to get, but this is a new season, so we'll see if they can get back to that point.
Yep, and as every coach in the history of sports said, once the new season starts, you're back to 0. It didn't matter what you did last year, it matters what you do this season. So let's see if their owner put some puts in the door and wrench down a couple tires and see what they got.
Another person I want to talk about driver-wise is your brother, Jacob Van Eve. Man, what a start he's been on this season.
And he's been on a roll. I mean, I'm proud of him and how far he's come. I mean, last season he did a playoff push, and it's probably the best playoff push I've ever seen. You know, leading laps at Texas, you know, leading laps at Pocono,
Uh-huh.
and then that carried over to this season. Leading laps at Atlanta. You know, granted he's fallen back because of some of the smaller mistakes, but if he minimizes those mistakes, I think you're going to see a totally different, you know, truck train.
Almost got me a win as a co-owner last week, just ever so close. That would have been awesome to call my car home for the win, but ever so close.
Yes.
And Jacob kind of holds a special place as a friend because he was my first ever signee to a team, and yeah, I mean, I've helped him a lot. He's come a long way. And yeah, he's knocking on the door of a win. I know he's gonna win.
At least once or twice this season, because I know my brother, and once he gets a win, there's nothing more than just going and trying to get another one.
And I know when he gets his first win, a huge party is going to be thrown for him. No questions asked.
And I'm sure he's going to definitely be happy about that.
Somebody else we have in the booth tonight is Steve Rogers. Steve, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Got it.
How you feeling, buddy? I saw you post about, you know, what you were dealing with. How you feeling?
Oh, wrist is pretty sore, but other than that, we're doing pretty good.
Good. Glad to hear it. Well, we kind of had a little scare there. We were kind of curious what was going to happen with all that.
Yep.
So what do you think, Steve, tonight? What do you think? I mean, compared to last night, last week, WWT, you know, like some of the drivers that have come into the field, you know, our field is, the Xfinity drivers are, you know, we're getting up to the 17, 15 range persistently.
Yeah.
So what do you feel about being at Auto Club tonight? Totally different than what we dealt with last week.
Yeah. But it's going to be tough to beat last week, man. I'll tell you what, the boys put on a show last week. But I expect this week to be the same. These guys are going to go out and battle. I'm telling them it's on.
Oh yeah, yeah. The 650 series, and you know, with all the drivers and this and that, it's definitely as I said, the competition's picked up. The driving quality's even gone through the roof. You know, guys are being more patient. They're being more communicative. You know, they're doing what they're supposed to, and it's drive. You know, and it's proven, you know, to be a series that is very proud to be part of, and you know, working with these guys and giving them what they want, and they've done nothing but show the respect in return by what they've done, you know, for you, for me, for Jade, you know, and all of us here. So,
yep, that's for sure.
You know, tonight's going to be very, you know, it's Auto Club. We know that it's probably going to come down to strategy. And tire wear, you know, and you know who's done their practice, who hasn't, you know what I mean. Points to close. Casey's, you know, the defending champ. Casey, he's tied up right now with the second place in points. Busch is right there in third. You know, points are tight right now. You know, they're not as spread out as they were last year. They're definitely tight, that's for sure.
Yep.
And this is a question for the two of you because I already asked it to Alex a little earlier. What's you guys' opinions of the season so far? Oh,
it's cool. I mean, of course, you know, everybody knows that I came in. You know, Jade asked me last season as VP. The progress from last season when everybody was new. And, you know, not everybody's raced around each other. Now this, you know, some of these guys have got a season underneath their belt, and you can see it already as we went into, you know, as we raced Daytona, as we raced Atlanta, as we raced WWT, which is a new track, you know, for us this year. You know, now we go to Auto Club. I mean, these guys have stepped up. You know, we gave them the challenge, and they've stepped up to it. And that's not an easy thing to do with, you know, 17 drivers, 16 drivers, 18 drivers. We average about, you know, right around 18 a week. consistently, and it's just, yeah, these guys have done nothing but perform and have brought, some incredible racing to the table for the fans and us and, and this league.
Steve, what about you? Well, what's been your opinion so far?
All these guys have just clicked. It's almost like everybody's raced for 10 years together. It's just been so amazing. Not a lot of cautions every race, and just everything's running super smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Out of respect from driver to driver, and everybody's been real respectful, and they're showing it on the racetrack too.
Yeah, and like you said, respect. The respect shown in the first 3 races of this season has been outstanding. People have been calling their lines, running their own race, not getting involved in too much, just trying to stay cool, and it's produced some great racing. Daytona was awesome. Atlanta was awesome. Gateway was friggin' phenomenal.
That's going to be a tough one to beat. That's going to be a tough one to beat.
That's what I say. To back that one up, it's going to be a tough one. But
and me and Alex,
from what I've seen so far, we got the class of guys that can back it up.
Mm-hmm. And me and Alex were talking about this too before you guys joined. We've averaged 1 caution a race so far.
Yeah, and that's not easy to do, especially with some of the tracks that we've already been on. Daytona, WWT was especially. I thought that was, we went 2 full stages without caution. That's something that is not always. It can be done, but it's not always easily done.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I noticed we have somebody else. I'm sorry, Mike, go ahead.
No. Sorry, Bob. I said, this is, his name is Shai. He's one of our new members. He came in last week. I just wanted to, say hi to him and see, what do you think, buddy, after your first week from last week?
It was tough on that track last week, being thrown on a short track like that, but it's pretty good. The league's pretty great. Everybody's respectful towards each other. I mean, I don't see any issues with the league at all. Everybody's a pretty good driver in this league, so nice to be here.
Well, thank you, buddy. I mean, we're glad to have you. I mean, there's a few of you that obviously, I've been working with and this and that, and, in a different aspect. And I invited you guys over here, you and Payne and regional. You guys have done nothing but, I had full faith that you guys were capable of running with these guys and running here in this league, and you guys have done nothing but perform and stepped up to the plate when the challenge was given, and I thank you for that. That's for sure.
Another question I asked Alex before you and Steve joined: do you think we'll have a repeat winner tonight, or do you think somebody else is going to rise to the occasion and take the spotlight?
I voted somebody else is going to step up. There's just too many good drivers in this league to start off repeating here so soon.
Huh? I don't know. I'm gonna have to kind of throw that one out there because we know that. I mean, it can be done. It could be done. I mean, Casey. As I said, Casey was not. Casey was actually going to be gone for a few weeks, but he managed to get his schedule. So he will be here tonight. You have Goose. He's sitting right there in the 3rd place in points. Him and Christopher, which is sitting in the 2nd place in points. Those guys are tied right up to the points lead. It's going to be one of those kind of races where etiquette is going to come into big, huge play here. Which these guys show it every week that they have it. That give and take kind of aspect that we focus on. And I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's very possible. Yet you could have somebody come out of the blue and have. We saw it last week that there's a lot of people in here that are very capable.
Mm-hmm.
Of winning any race at any given time, no matter what. And that includes, and not having, we may have a couple hot. I'm not sure. I think we have a couple hot seats tonight. I'm not quite sure. But,
there are 2 hot seats tonight, I believe.
So. And of course, we limit that to, to the series, but these guys, it's great to have the visitors from the hot seats, from the upper series and this and that, but, You know, their focus is on, you know, they're going to be here. They're the ones running for the championship. They're the ones that, you know, have to battle this out when the points, you know, when it comes down to that crunch time. And that's what's great about this league is that, yeah, we don't mind having other people from other series, you know, jump in, you know, from the Cup Series or whatever. But we try to here as a league, we try to make sure that the drivers that are consistently here every week and in this series as a full-time series driver, they get what they require, and that is their, you know, they get their recognition and their, you know, their hard work, you know, shown. And it's worked out well so far.
So far, indeed. Let's hope it continues. Oh, it's 8:21. So
Yeah,
Mike Senior and Chai, you guys better get going.
Yep, I'm gonna bounce out here right now. I gotta go grab my other headset, and I will take care of these guys and start getting this all worked out.
All right, just give us the invites when you guys are set and ready.
So, all right, thank you guys.
Steve, would you like to stay around, or you got plans tonight?
I'll stay around. We'll see what happens.
Awesome. I mean, Boz hasn't got nothing going on either, so nothing should happen with him.
You're not wrong on that, Keith.
Now, Steve, I asked Alex this question as well earlier. What's been your opinion on Jacob Van Avey? What about his performance this year?
Jacob's come on this year. Just needs to stick with it.
I've been super impressed with.
He'll get one this year.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I've been super impressed with him this year.
He'll get one.
He got up front, led at Atlanta. He led at Gateway. Almost got me one as a corner, which that would have been so amazing if he would have been able to pull that out. But so close to it so far.
Yep. But
Alex, got anything else to say while we wait for the Emirates for qualifying?
Other than I think it's definitely gonna plan out who can stick out the gas laps, amount of fuel for a certain amount of laps. And whoever does that is gonna end up winning the race.
What about you, Steve?
Yeah, it's gonna come. There's gonna be some strategy tonight. Some strategy and fuel and tires for sure.
And like we were talking about earlier, the first stage is one pit stop. Second stage, you might be able to stretch it if you could save your fuel. Third stage, at least 2 pit stops.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Like I said, there's some strategy there.
Still waiting on the Emirates for qualifying. Mike Senior is getting everything ready and set up for us. So
Now, do you want me to be in Discord as well, Keith?
if you would like, yes. I'm already in there, so.
Alright, I'll get in there then.
I mean, I've already come up with a game plan to avoid anything like last week happening again in the future.
Yeah.
Because last week was, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, rocky, shall we say.
Yeah, it was a bit rocky last week, but
Yeah.
I think we learned from our mistakes, and I think this week's going to be better.
Yeah.
I knew I should have stayed.
Yeah.
It was quite interesting.
Yeah. Give me just a second.
So, Steve, do you have any winners for tonight?
I don't. I really don't.
I
wish
am
I
going to
knew
have
more.
to agree with you.
I wish I knew more of these guys. Half of the, I can't even name half the field. To be honest with you, there's a lot of new faces this year. So, but I'm gonna throw it out there. I think it's gonna be a new face this week in the winner's circle. You have a pick? Self or?
I do not. I do not have a pick for tonight because this track, it is my favorite track out of every track that NASCAR races, and there's going to be so many people, and it's basically a five lane track, and you just have to find the right line, and as soon as the green flag drops, I know there's going to be at least four wide, 3-4 wide. So I know whoever's up front at the end is definitely going to earn it. And if you're up front, it's just about trying to stay out of the draft of the second place car.
Yep. The track's 5 wide. You want to make it 6.5 at the most.
Exactly.
6.5 lanes, Steve. That's pretty impressive.
Well, if you want to stay out front and that's 5 wide, you better try to make it 6.5.
Heck, let's just make it 12.5, and they'll be racing 12.5 wide the entire time.
Yeah, you better driver from wall to wall.
And it's definitely going to be that way throughout the whole race. I don't think I'm going to see a whole lot of, in the beginning of this race, a whole lot of picking and choosing what partners to go where. I think they're all just going to get at it.
You're just going to go.
In the beginning. Towards the end, people will start working together and finding out who to stick with and who not to stick with. But as of early 5-6 laps, they're going for the lead, hands down.
Keith, who you picking for tonight? Anybody special or?
I'm gonna go with Jacob Van Evie.
Gotcha.
I mean, I picked him last week, and he darn near got me a win. So why not go for it again? You know.
There you go.
I've been really impressed with his driving ability this year. He's improved a lot. With his brother's help, my help, he's come a long, long way.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
The countdown to qualifying has begun, Alex, so we're just waiting on the okay to join.
I'm definitely okay with that. You know I like the countdown.
Just like the final countdown, right?
Yeah.
We should talk to Jade about playing that song.
I can't sing worth a crap, so I'm not even going to try to. Still waiting on the okay to join.
Now, what do you think, Keith?
About what?
Do you think it's going to be a very like calm first stage, the beginning of the first stage, or do you think these guys are going for broke?
Just 1 second. I'm sorry, Alex, what was the question?
Do you think the beginning of the first stage is going to be very calm and relaxing and trying to find who to go, what driver's going to go with who, or do you think everyone's going for broke?
I think first stage, you got to pit, so I think everyone's just going to go for broke and see what they can get out of it. I don't think anybody can try to save fuel, so they're just going to go all for broke and try to get what they can get. What do you think?
I think the same thing. I think you're going to see, like I said earlier in the broadcast, a lot of 4 wide.
Or 20 wide. Just kidding. There's not enough. There's not enough cars in the race for 20 wide.
Or as Steve said, 6.5 wide.
6.5 wide. There you go.
6.5 wide. Steve, that may be one of the best things I've heard all night tonight.
Make them earn it.
Make them earn it.
Make them earn it. There
Stay
you
out
go.
of that draft.
Make them earn it.
We can join, Alex.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
Me too.
Loading in as we speak. Kind of got a late start to qualifying. Should have about a lap left.
Oh no, Keith.
What?
Got us in late.
That's
Well,
okay.
we got
only
it.
need one
It's all
lap
right.
for qualifying.
One
At
lap
the
makes the
beginning
difference
of
in
the
qualifying.
Fired. Just throwing that out there. You're fired.
Oh, stop it. I'm irreplaceable.
2 weeks off. No pay.
2 weeks off.
No pay.
No pay. 2
All
weeks
right,
off, no
let's see
pay.
what we got here. Oh, look at this. Even qualifying,
3
Herbert
wide.
Motorsports is
Qualifying,
leading.
we're 3 wide.
Yeah.
3 wide qualifying? Who would have thought?
Yeah. That was a battle for 4th.
To, just getting this in, 3 of the top 4 in qualifying were Herbert Motorsports Toyotas.
Wow.
Casey was first. Zion, actually. Goose, U.S. Trek Enterprise was second, or third, excuse me, and Mike Sr. was fourth.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
And then, no, does Game Nerd drive for Herbert too?
Yes, yes he does.
So the top 4 were Herbert Motorsports drivers. My bad.
Well, I think Godzak was rounded out your top 5.
Godzak was 5th, but he drives for Critical Role.
Yeah.
So the top 5, all Toyota Camry. Imagine that. Let's see. The pole sitter is Godzak.
Wow.
Wow.
With, yeah.
Zion
Godzak,
second.
Casey. Yep.
Cease third. Regional Bandito 4th. Look at that. Mike 5th. All right.
I think it's going to be a good race, fellas. I got a feeling.
Oh, it is. It's gonna be a doozy.
Now just waiting in the event for the race, and then we'll be off and rolling, ladies and gentlemen.
So, who's our celebrity host to drop the green flag?
It is. Alicia Silverstone.
No kidding.
No kidding, Alicia Silverstone. She had time to come out from her acting duties to drop the green flag for tonight.
That's nice
No,
of her.
that's awesome.
They're still working on the race lobby right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Some technical difficulties going on.
I'm sure they're getting it straightened out, so nothing to worry about. Still some minor issues with the lobby, but they're getting it straightened out.
Now, while we were doing the grid walk, you're not going to believe who I got an interview with.
Who?
Tom Brady.
Oh my gosh. They now retired Tom Brady.
Yes.
Oh.
He came out, he got out of his busy schedule and came all the way.
Seems like, oh great.
All the way to Auto Club.
That guy.
Yep. Never knew he was a NASCAR fan.
Alright, Alex and Steve, we can join.
Alright. Alright. Coming in hot.
Oh, this is going to be a good race, guys. I can feel it.
This is going to be a very good race.
Well, Steve, your first time in the booth. What do you think?
I'm not sure yet.
Well, with me and Alex here, you know you're going to have a big old time. What do you think, Alex? Is that going to be true?
Oh, yes. It's going to be very true.
Still loading in here.
Alright, here comes restart zone.
Alright,
Going
and
through their progressions. And
Alicia
here we go through the
Silverstone
gears.
drops the green flag, and we're off and rolling. Godzak gets a good start on Zion. Off into turn one they go.
And they're 4 wide entering turn 2.
Well, that didn't take long.
No, it did not.
Yeah. I didn't figure it'd take him too long.
Let's see. Zion's all over the 13 here for the lead. C's gives the 5 a shot into turn 3. Regional Bandito coming up for third.
Oh,
And he's going to take it from the 61. Oh, somebody loose in the back, maybe? And the first lap is led by the 13 of Godzak. Let's go on board with Cease here, see what his view looks like. Floating the car up to the wall. He's going to give Bandito a shot down the back straightaway to give him a draft. Light dive off into turn 3.
I'm following Mike right now, and he's working on that second lane from the bottom, trying to stay in the draft.
Alex, is your brother here? I don't see him.
Found him yet.
I don't see him.
I haven't found him either. I was looking, but
I don't see him.
I don't. Did you see him in qualifying?
No, I didn't. Okay, did not expect that.
I didn't either.
He must have got tied up with prior obligations and missed the green flag. We'll have to check in with him after the race. Anyway, moving on.
Keith,
What's up, Steve?
your pick doesn't have a chance to win tonight.
Yeah, like I said, that's
Just gonna
unexpected.
Throw that out there. Yeah, I thought for sure he would be here. But
Oh, for sure, especially with it being Auto Club.
yeah.
That's all right. Still a long season to go, so nothing to worry about. Mike Senior's hanging in there tough. The 7 car looking to the inside of him. He's going to take that position. Parkhurst
And
and
we
Christopher
got
Moore are drafting together. Drafting up on Game Nerd.
And no surprise here up front.
Oh, Christopher Moore
Herbold
goes to the
Motorsports.
inside of the 66. Parky goes with him. Is that a 7-car jam session for the lead?
Yes.
Oh, Bandito has a wreck.
Got a spin.
Oh, big
The
wreck.
93 is in the wall. That should draw a caution flag.
Oh, and then Mike Sr. gets into the 7 of
Ryan Spencer
Jay
was involved
Fergie.
in that. And that
And caution
did draw a
is out.
caution is out, folks.
first caution of the night, everybody.
I kind of caught the tail end of that start of the wreck. I think the 8 car spun and got the wall. I'm not sure what happened there.
Looked like somebody got down on the berm possibly and spun out there.
I do know with these cars, though, with the aero package that they have, even the slightest slip up from the car in front of them cuts that air off the nose and can just, next thing you know, you're on for a ride.
Alright, well, we'll get them shuffled back up here, see what we got.
We rack him and try it again. Coming to the
Here comes
restart
that
zone.
4 wide shuffle going into 1.
Yeah.
Zion's going to have to lead this time. And the green flag's
Going
out when we're back
to
and
the
rolling.
gears. Right now the draft should start picking up.
Cease is looking to take it 3 wide. Doesn't quite have enough momentum. Look at William Moore up to 4th for Wolfpack Racing.
Wow, they're 3 wide for 5th.
Oh, it's getting tight, folks.
Almost 4 wide, almost 4 wide.
Oh,
They're looking for 4 wide. He is all over his bumper.
man. They're getting racy on this restart.
Oh, a little slip up
This
from the
action
61.
has been intense.
4 wide, exit of 4.
I think I might have saw 5 wide there.
Yes,
Just
there
for a
was 5
second,
wide.
you
For a
did.
second, yes.
Jeez Louise. Things are picking
And
up
there's
here. It's
3
only
wide
the
up
first
front, there's
stage.
3 wide in the back.
I told you guys they're gonna go 6.5 wide. You thought I was
They're
lying.
4 wide for 3rd.
3 wide down the back stretch.
Yep, 3 wide going into 2 or 3.
Meanwhile, Zion and Godsack have said bye-bye.
Yeah.
And now they're 4 wide exiting 4.
Oh my gosh, 4 wide for
This is
3rd?
tight,
Is
this
this
is
going to
tight.
work?
And
It did work. Somebody in the grass.
Wow.
That was Chai in the grass. The engine is blown on Shai's car, so he's done for the night.
Oh man.
So 1 down and many more to go.
Still 4 wide exiting 4.
And Godsack's trying to run it there and get after Zion.
5 wide on the
Oh
front
my
stretch.
gosh!
Are they going to save it?
There's
Big
another rack.
melee. That's another caution.
Yeah.
Caution's back out, folks.
This is rare.
Let me get a lap count here.
This is very rare to see, especially at a big track like this. I mean,
Yeah.
we went at Daytona, we went caution free.
Well, everybody's going early for that track position.
Yep.
Get it when you can get it. So.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to have about 2 or 3 lap shootout here.
Oh
Okay.
boy. Oh boy.
You think action's picked up? It's going to really pick up
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Everyone's fighting for those playoff points.
Alright, here we go. One more time, folks. 3 to go.
Godzak had a great restart that time. And
Look
they're
at
3
Matthew
wide for
Parker's going for the lead here.
and he's trying. He's trying.
Christopher Moore, his teammate, looking under the inside of the 13.
He checked up. Goose is now inside.
Parker's looking for the lead here.
He's looking for the lead going into 3.
He's going to get it, I think. He's got it.
Is Casey going to have the momentum?
No, he's got it. Matthew Parker's to the lead.
Slid right up in front of him.
Wolfpack Racing's getting kind of racy tonight.
What's Godzak going to do? Godzak's going to try to do the
2
same
laps
thing.
to go.
Is Godzak going to have the momentum exiting 2? He's gonna come
Oh,
up to
Matthew
the side
Parker's
draft.
played both sides of the street. He's trying to take the momentum away from both cars. Look at them drive down into the corner.
They're all hugging the apron. They're 3 wide back there.
They're coming to the white flag in the stage.
White flag.
Matthew Parker's is trying to check out on this final lap.
Godzak's getting some help. He's going to have the momentum going into 1.
This is going to get tight, really tight.
He's going to have great speed exiting 2 to catch Casey.
Half a lap to go. He's
I think if
coming.
he
He's
stays
got to
on his
run.
track-
He's got to run on him.
He's going to try shooting down into 3.
Dive bomb, maybe. He's
A
there.
little bump.
Oh, he was almost got him. Not
He
quite.
almost got him. We got a drag race for the lead.
Nope. Matthew
Nope,
Parker's
slid
is going
right
to
in
win
front
stage
of him.
1.
Wow, nice job. Nice job.
Matthew Parker's won stage 1. Zion was 2nd. Godzak 3rd. CD was 4th. And Cease was 5th.
C's got up there.
Whew, boys. 1 down, 2 to go. What do you think?
Yeah. I'm glad I'm in the booth.
Well, Boz, we get to play tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm glad I'm in the booth for this race. That way I can get a rough idea what
It's
tomorrow's gonna
it's
be.
our turn tomorrow night to play.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, what do you think? I mean, Steve, sorry.
Great first stage. Yep. The boys are here to battle. That's for sure.
And here we go. Back to the green flag, Steve.
Yep. Green, green, green.
Back at it for
Going back
stage
to the
2,
gears.
folks. CD, we started with the lead here.
We stay double file. I think these guys are going to be starting.
3 wide
being
on the
more
first
patient.
lap
3 wide
on the
for lead,
restart?
Never mind. I changed
Oh my
mind.
gosh!
We're still 3 wide for second. Still 3 wide for second. No, we're starting to single out.
Parkhurst is staying with the lead here. He's got a hook and pack of animals running them down. Let's hop on board with Zion here.
Yeah, we're going.
Oh my!
One in the wall.
We got
whatever
3
was in the wall.
Toyotas battling here. Regional Bandito almost took it 4 wide, but he backed out of it.
We're 3 wide for second. They start clearing out, exiting 4.
Meanwhile, Matthew Parkhurst is starting to check out on these boys. Godzak takes 2nd from Zion.
Now he's trying to hunt down Matt Parkhurst.
You got 1 Chevrolet followed by 4 Toyotas and another Chevrolet.
If I'm Matt, I'm turning my rear view off. Because you don't want to see those
Oh,
Toyotas
Parker
following you.
overshoots the corner big time. He's going to lose the lead here.
Way high.
That's
way
why
high.
that's why I called that. You have to turn your camera off. You can't be looking in the rear view the whole race. We'll see if he can carry the momentum though.
He either overshot the
There you
corner
go.
or he got help. I
Oh,
wasn't
there he
sure.
goes. Godzak slammed the door on him.
Parker's
going
looking to
back for
the
the
inside
lead. Here
of
he
Zach.
goes.
He's gonna battle back.
Maybe? Nope, not
Is
quite.
he gonna give him a push going into
Oh,
three?
get some assistance into the corner.
He's gonna have the run. He's gonna try the outside. Nope. Godzak's like, I'm
Following
using
the leader
apron.
here, staying with the draft.
Well, crossover, see if he can make it work.
Oh, Parker's
He's on
back to the
inside.
Oh,
inside
here
of
it comes on the
Godzak.
inside.
Drag race down
Side
the
by
backstretch. Parker's is going to take the lead here.
Wow. Let's see if he
Oh!
doesn't overshoot the corner. A little love tap going into three there.
A little? A little?
And the 13's pitting.
13's
pit.
pitting. Let's see if anyone wants to follow suit.
Nope. So far, it's just Godzak.
This is going to allow Matthew Parkers to stretch his legs and try to save fuel a little bit here. He's got about a 20 car length lead on second place. Godzak is back out and rolling. Let's see where he falls into place. Another lap completed here. Man, it's calmed down a lot.
It's calmed down a lot since the first stage.
Yep.
I think we got people starting to save fuel here.
Yep.
We got more cars pitting this time. Parker stays out another lap, as does the 61.
8 coming down pit road.
Bandito is pitting. Okay, what has happened? Everyone's trying to save fuel, I guess.
don't know. Yeah, they're all spread out.
The leader is pitting this time. This 61 stays out. Zion pits with Parkhurst.
No, yep.
Cease has about a, I want to say maybe a 2-second lead on second place.
If not more.
But does he have to pit? We'll see.
Yes, I think everyone's gonna pit here. I don't think they're gonna try to stretch it out.
Game Nerd kind of riding it or in the back here. Game Nerd is pitting. Oh no, he's not. Excuse me. He's just riding on the apron. Five laps to go on the stage. Everyone is trying to save fuel. And Cease's lead has evaporated. He's got the 7 all over his tail. William Moore is in third. Yeah, they're really trying to save now, guys.
I was gonna say they're really starting to save now because the field is literally like divided.
Yeah, everybody's just trying to save fuel right now, trying to get the best finish they can in the stage. And all the 2 by wide racing has evaporated for the time being.
Yeah.
The leader is pitting, car number 7. '92 is pitting of Ryan Spencer. People are still trying to save fuel. William Moore is currently the leader in the 39 car for Wolfpack Racing. Two laps to go on the stage. William Moore is the leader.
Did he save enough though? That is the absolute question right now.
The 39 may have saved enough fuel here. We'll see. As he puts a lap on the 92.
And we're coming to the white, correct?
Coming to the white, yes, coming to the white. We'll stay with the 39 here, see if he can hold on. I believe this is indeed the final lap of the stage. The 39 is still staying out.
Oh my god.
39 is going to do it, I believe. No, 39's out of fuel. 39's out of fuel.
No, who's in second?
Parkhurst, I believe, won the stage. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Excuse me. Let me check.
Is the 39 the leader?
'19 is the leader coming to the checkered flag in the stage. 19 won the stage.
Wow.
How about that?
Well tried sticking it out.
Mike Sr. gets a top 5 in this stage. He finishes 5th.
Wow. Good for Mike. Good for Mike.
Scorpius gets 3rd.
Scorpius. Nice.
Gaynor finished 2nd and Goose finished 3rd in the stage.
Wow. Good job, Gay Nerd.
All right, boys. Final lap of the final stage. Here we go. Ooh, Mike Sr.
Man.
There was a jam up on the restart.
That was a big, crash right at the start of the race.
And there is no yellow flag. We're still green.
Really?
No, we're still green. There's no yellow for that incident on the restart.
Wow.
We're still rolling.
That's crazy.
Just got clarification. Just got clarification. Mike Sr. forgot to pit under the caution flag, so he's coasting on the bottom of the racetrack out of fuel.
Oh no.
Oh
So Mike Sr.'s chance to win is gone.
On a side note, we're
Look at this
4 wide
battle for second
place.
position. 3 wide.
We were
About to
4
be
wide there for a
4.
minute.
Were we 4 wide for a second there, boys?
Yes, yes we were.
Jeez
Yes,
Louise.
we were. They're still 3 wide for third.
This is insane. We got like 10 cars under blanket here for the lead. Viewing Matt Parkhurst kind of trapped in the pack here.
Yeah, we're 4 wide again. We were 4 wide. Back for 5th.
Goose is kind of checked out with the lead here for the time being.
No.
Anyway, this log jam session back in the back of the pack here. Oh, this has been a fun race so far. Still a long way to go, though. Godzak is up to second. Trying to run down the leader. Somebody in the grass in the front straightaway, and there's a wreck.
Wreck. 2 cars involved.
That's going to be a caution. That's going to help Mike Sr. That'll allow him to get one of his laps back.
From what I saw, I think the ape hit the apron, got the dirt, and then came up the track and smoked the 11.
We'll rack him and we'll go at it again.
Yep. Let's see if these guys go 4 wide on the going into turn 1 and 2 for first place again. That was crazy. That was crazy. And here we go.
All right,
to the gears.
back underway.
A little side drafting at the beginning between Godzak and Goose. That's going to have the 38 come right up and join the fun. Same with Game Nerd. Oh, they're still touching.
Oh my gosh!
Game Nerd wants some of the action.
Look at this. This is insane.
3 wide again for third.
Matthew Parkhurst is stuck in 4 Toyotas. This is insane. People have came to race now on this stage.
Tight. This is tight.
Man. I think people decided it's time to go win a race.
Yep. I think that's what every driver has that mindset at this point.
You don't say. Look at this gaggle of race cars.
Soon to be 3 wide.
Oh, somebody in the wall.
Oh no, he's in the wall.
That was Parkhurst in the wall.
Oh, Parkhurst.
Big wreck.
Got one upside down.
That should be a caution flag.
Yep.
Caution's back out.
Caution's out. Okay.
These
think
drivers
it's,
want to go for a win.
Yeah.
This is like a playoff race.
It's only the 4th place of the
Final
year.
4. I feel like this is like we're watching a championship race.
Wait till we get into the playoffs.
Right.
This is like insane.
I honestly don't think I've ever seen anything like this being in the booth.
I haven't neither.
Wait till tomorrow night.
Oh my
gosh.
God.
Steve, please don't jinx us.
Yeah. Don't bring that up just yet.
I had to throw that in there real quick. Here we go here.
We're back at it again.
The 11 car has an engine failure, so he is out of the race.
Engines.
Mike Sr.'s engine blew. He's out of the race.
Here we go, entering 3.
Oh, look at Goose way up near the top of the track.
Wow. He's going to have the momentum, too. Oh, the 19 got in front of him. The Goose comes back down.
Somebody in the grass.
Set him in the grass.
It's Game Nerd in the grass. He saves it. Game saved that, boys. Spun down to the grass and saved it.
Here comes got Zach on the inside for the lead.
19's trying to push up. Trying to push the pressure.
Look at
on
Christopher
Goose.
Morey getting up in the action here. Oh,
All these
he
guys
thought
are in
about
the
3
action
wide.
for the win.
CD thought about 3 wide, but he just decided discretion is the better part of valor. Goose looking for the lead? Not quite.
Not there yet. And they're 4 wide.
Check out this view back at the pack. Folks, this is not good racing or what?
And to keep your car straight
Oh,
going 4
oh,
wide
there was
in their
almost a
corner.
wreck.
Oh, no.
Almost a wreck. They saved it.
They did save that.
Ooh.
They were 3 wide at that point.
Gotzak leads
wide
another
for
lap.
fourth.
Goose on the outside.
CD's
maybe.
trying to decide who to go with here.
Goose on the outside for the lead.
Zion getting back up in the action here. You got 3 Toyotas battling 2 Chevrolets. Parkhurst is down on the apron. Oh my lord.
Parkhurst is going to pick up 2 positions.
Oh my lord.
He picked up 2 positions from that pass in turn
I think
3
one
and
of them
4.
was on his teammate.
And it was on the apron.
Oh
I
my
have not seen a
lord.
pass on the apron here, period.
Parkhurst just came to play tonight.
I don't know what's under that hood of that Camaro, but that thing is moving.
We got 2 Camaros in the top 5 right now.
And they're doing fairly well.
We know, excuse me, you got 3 Camaros in the top 6. You got all 3 of the Wolfpack cars in the top 6.
He's going to try to get around on the outside. Is he going to have any help? No.
Oh, he's trying to get some help. Not quite. Maybe. Yes. No. Nope. Not enough room. The guys in the back just trying to ride it out. Just trying to get what they can here. Just trying to
That
keep their
or trying
cars
to pay
safe.
attention to these drivers up front because of how close they
That
are.
too. They've turned the wick up in this 3rd stage. They've came to
They
play.
have.
And boys, 1 through 3 is Toyota right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, jeez.
Look at the 2 Wolfpack cars on the top.
The 2 Camaros are on top. They're working together.
CD's up to 2nd here. Maybe.
Is he going to have the momentum? It's going to be close.
He's
Still
3rd.
up top.
His teammate's still behind him, Parkhurst. William Morris behind him, so you got all 3 of the Wolfpack cars back to back to back. Oh boy.
And we're 3 wide. 3 wide for 4th. Well, we were.
Boys, this is getting intense. Oh, CD looking to the inside of Zaya. Not quite. Goose is trying to keep everybody behind him and tick off and leave everybody. CD is trying to push Zion up to his teammate. It's starting to thin out now.
I have noticed a lot of patience in this third stage compared to first and second stage.
Yes. People are just trying to ride right now and save their stuff. Parkhurst and CD are side by side.
I think he's going to lift a little bit and try to get in that position. Nope, he's not.
No, he's not going to lift.
He's not lifting.
He's headed for the front.
You lift now, it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
He's gonna have
Oh, Goose almost cuts his teammate off.
Parkhurst has the momentum on the outside of Casey.
On the outside.
Here comes his teammate.
Give him a good shot going into one.
Parker's taking the outside to his advantage. Let's hop on board with CD here.
Little shot from Parkhurst.
CD looking to the inside of his teammate for third. Not quite enough momentum to get by him.
Parkhurst give Casey a little shot going into one.
Sends Casey to the stratosphere. Pit stops are coming up soon.
Parkhurst trying to get underneath.
Oh,
he's got
forced him up a little bit, maybe.
Got a nose there.
Oh,
that was tight. And they were almost 3 wide for second place.
Like they haven't been 3 wide like 6 times already tonight in this race.
Yeah, right?
And I don't think they're done yet.
No.
No, they're not done.
Not even close. Single file right now.
So far.
Okay, we got pit stops coming up. Regional Bandito is pitting this time. He's the only car to pit this lap. We'll see where it comes out here. William Moore is pitting this time. CD is pitting this time. See, people saw Bandito pitting and they're trying not to let him take advantage of it.
A lot of people are putting this time by. Parker still wants that second position. And wow, top
Look at that log
in.
jam coming to pit road. Oh my lord.
Does that mean Scorpius is the leader?
Did Scorpius stay out?
I thought he did.
Pit road is busy with a capital B.
Yeah, it is.
She's at capacity just about.
Let's see who comes out first here. Parkhurst gets rolling first.
It's a race down pit road at this point. Who's going to get it?
Parkhurst is going to get it.
Parkhurst got it. And
Parkhurst beats everybody off pit road. 16 is pitting this time.
Scorpius did stay out.
And Bandito's coming like a house of fire.
They're off.
Parker's leading the way. Now this is where he separates the men from the boys. Who wants it more?
Look at the lead Parkhurst has.
He's just
My
gotta focus on.
gosh!
It's like I said before, turn that rear view off.
He picked up overdrive there on pit road.
Oh boy, guys.
Coming to 11 laps to go.
11 to go.
Parker's just
If
got
he
to keep
stays
it
out
cool.
of the draft, if he stays out of the draft and turns that camera off, he's got it.
This could potentially be the second win in a row for Wolfpack. Somebody's a lap short. I don't know who it is.
I didn't get that.
I think Parkhurst is waving bye-bye to the pack. I believe it's Game Nerd who's short a lap.
Coming to 10 to go right here.
Come.
10 to go.
10 more circulations, and Parkhurst wins the race. Not
he
foregoing
hang on? 'Cause
can he hang on to it, though?
little does he know he has 2 Herbo Motorsports cars behind him.
And I think they're gaining on him ever so slightly.
Yes. He's just got to keep his helmet and eyes forward.
He's got 4 Toyotas behind him. Coming to
behind him.
There's 9 to go.
Behind him, yeah. 9 to go. 9 to go.
9 laps to go, folks, in SoCal.
Can Matt do it?
Let's see if Zion
Can he
can
hold-
close the gap.
Can he hold off the last year's champ?
That's going to be a tall order in itself, but we'll see here. They're coming up on Gamer Nerd, who's still trying to save fuel. Parkey trying to break the draft. 8 laps to go this time.
Which is very smart to do. It's definitely a wise decision on his part.
And Zion has broken away from that pack behind him.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm Parkhurst, if I'm catching game, if once you get that draft, stay in his draft. That way it pulls you away from them faster.
Game gets thrown out of the way, which is the respectful thing to do.
Yep.
Parkhurst is coming to 7 to go this time.
7 to go. 7 more circuits.
Battle going on right here for third between God, Zach, and Goose.
And they're losing a lot of time to
Godzak, Goose,
Casey
and
Parker.
Cease are kind of in a battle of their own. Parkey's coming to 6 laps to go. I don't know if Zion's gonna get there, but we'll see. Meanwhile, the 3 behind them are still battling hard. I think the 66 is trying to help the 5 drift up to the 38.
That's what I noticed too. He let him go by entering 1, but exited
He's
2,
there.
he was on his bumper.
Parkey's coming to 5 to go. That's exactly what he did.
Yep, and now he pulled out so that way Goose can try to catch up as well. Looks like we have a race here.
That is exactly what happened.
Working together, teammates working together.
This is going to get interesting, folks. 4.5 laps to go this time. The three behind the leaders are still battling hard.
He's there. Casey
This is going to get interesting.
On the bumper of Parker's.
4 laps to go this time.
4 laps to go, and they're glued together.
Oh, Casey takes a look.
He flipped up. Nope.
Not there.
Closed the door. Took the nose right off of his bumper.
3.5 laps to go. Parky slips up once. Casey's there for the taking.
Yep. That's how close he is. One loose lug nut, anything that happened on pit road.
3 laps to go.
Even if he slides and gets loose, exiting a corner, Casey's there.
I'm getting excited.
So am I.
I'm watching the 2 leaders battle here.
Yeah.
I don't want to look in the mirror of the 5 because I don't want to see that gaggle behind me. It might cause a caution. 2.5 laps to go. Oh, Casey shoves him up the hill.
They both go up. They both go wide.
These 2 keep messing around, and they're going to lose their advantage. 2 laps to go this time.
I think I know exactly what Casey's doing at this point, being a second place car. He's pushing themselves away from that second pack. So it's just him and Matt.
I think Casey's trying to get around him, but he just can't do it. 1.5 laps to go.
Coming to the white.
Somebody's out of gas. All right, boys, here we go. White flag.
Sponsored by Credit One Bank and Rogers Racing Engines.
I could have swore Parky just clipped the grass there.
That's exactly what I saw. Is he going to slide up in front of Casey so he doesn't get the run? And he does. He's going to guard that inside.
Half a lap to go.
There's a little gap, so he's got plenty of space.
Here we go. Does Casey dive bomb? Oh, Parky protects the bottom. He forces him up.
Oh, no, they're side by side.
Oh, my gosh.
No.
Casey's going to do it.
Last lap pass.
Zion wins.
Lap pass. Good.
Zion wins. What a last lap pass for the win.
Wow. That was crazy.
That was awesome.
He waited 6 laps and waited till turn 3.
Good work. Race.
Wow.
Wow. That was an amazing finish. What do you guys think about that one?
I think that was the best finish I've seen this season.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Well, 4 races, 3 Toyotas have won, 2 have been won by Casey.
Wow.
Herbert Motorsports came to play this season, guys.
Right where they left off last season.
Yeah.
The reigning champ does not want to relinquish his throne.
In case he's gonna pull it into victory lane on the front stretch.
Celebration time for Casey.
Yeah.
What a race.
Yeah.
What
Go,
a race.
guys. What a show.
Wow.
That was an awesome, awesome show. All right. It looks like Goose has joined the booth, third place finisher. Goose, how was your race tonight?
It was touch and go there for a while. It was a good race, I think. There was a couple of, aggressive moves, but this is NASCAR, and you're trying to win a race. You're trying
Exactly.
to get position, and there was at one point there, I got bumped up by one car, and the next car come by, bumped me up a little bit. I'm like, okay, let me just chill out here for a minute. But when it happens, that instant it happens, you're like, you son of a Biscuitville, which is what I ate for lunch yesterday. But if you go back and think, you're like, okay, they're trying to win a race. I mean, but in the end, I raced them like they raced me, just maybe not as aggressive, I hope.
Can somebody invite, not to cut you off, Goose, I'm sorry, could somebody invite Parkhurst to the booth, please?
Parkhurst, I got him.
But I'm sorry to cut you off, Goose. Go ahead and continue.
No, that was it. Look, Herbert Motorsports had some serious team stuff going on out there. I don't know if you guys noticed or not.
Oh, we did, trust me.
Wow.
Me, Boz,
Wow.
and
Oh, we
Steve
did.
had a ringside seat to all of the action.
yeah.
It was intense.
Yeah, so I didn't see Gamer, and he didn't speak. I mean, I was making that move because I knew I was going to make that move because he drove it in and I drove high. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to cross him over. The problem was my teammate was down there and I did not see him. And I wrecked him. That's on me. I'm supposed to have spatial awareness, but I was focused. I was like, okay, I know what you're going to do. You're going to go in, you're going to drift up, and I'm going to cut down. But that was my fault. I do wish Gamer would have said something because I wouldn't have ducked on it then.
But hey, accidents happen. It wasn't intentional. All you can do is just move on to next week. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
But no, awesome race tonight, Goose. Awesome third place finish. Good run, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Parkhurst, you got your ears on, my friend.
Sure do.
Oh, man, what happened? The final lap. You had it.
I was doing all I could to try and save as much fuel as I could while maintaining the lead. I backed it off a little bit too much going into 3. That allowed Casey to get to my bumper and move me up, but it's all good.
So close
Hey,
to getting Wolfpack
I'll,
Racing their second win in a row.
I will. I'll gladly take that one, considering I was barrel rolling down the backstretch earlier in the race.
And to come back and get a second place, that was amazing. Best move of the night, in my opinion.
That was, like I say, that was one heck of a show. Casey and I raced the heck out of each other pretty much all night, and did it fairly clean for the most part. I mean, I know accidents happen, little bumping and banging is all good with me. I mean, he did what he had to do to win it, and I applaud him for it. It was a very, very fun race.
That lead you had coming out of the pits, thought it was insurmountable, but it wasn't.
I thought it was too until I looked at my fuel gauge and realized I was half a lap short. So I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, so you had to start saving.
Yep. I had to start saving that could allow him to get to me. But, I definitely can't complain considering...
no, you can't. You had an amazing race.
Considering how last week went, I wanted to get redemption for that because I thought I had a car to beat there. And I had the car to beat here too.
You did.
Cards didn't fall my way. But
you had a quarter of a lap to go, but didn't quite get it.
It happens. Just gives me more momentum for next week.
It does.
There you go.
Parky, awesome second place finish tonight.
Appreciate it, boys.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
you guys putting this broadcast on too.
Absolutely. We enjoy it ourselves.
We'll see you boys next week.
See ya. Casey, got your ears on.
Yes, sir.
Man, what a finish. Congratulations on your second win of the season. Tell us how your race went.
Well, first and foremost, that win is to Goose and Game Nerd. Game Nerd, he pushed me for that, half lap to a full lap. I can't remember. I was white knuckling the whole time when we exited that, driving as hard as I can. And I was like, oh, got fuel mileage to worry about. But no, with him pushing me like that, that helped out a lot. I caught up to him a lot faster. I don't know if he started saving at that point or what, but I was starting to get a little worried. But no, thank you to him. I couldn't have done it without him and Goose. But tonight was crazy. I mean, lots of bumps, few words here and there, but that's kind of racing, it's just like everybody else keeps saying, they put it right. I mean, we're all out there to try to do what we can for a win. I mean, you see these guys trying these drastic moves. I'll be honest, that move that I put on Parkhurst, but that's how I say his name?
Yes, that is correct.
That was crazy. I didn't think that was going to work. That was a drastic move, and I really, really hope it wasn't dirty. I didn't mean it by that.
No, it wasn't. He didn't take it that way at all.
No. You guys, you're all good, dude. You did what you had to do last lap.
It was a last-ditch effort. I'm like, let's do it. It's not a yellow line. It's not a double yellow line. It's still technically
I wouldn't
racing
have cared.
service.
I wouldn't have cared if it was. That was fun.
But all in all, it was a great race. Ups and downs, but it kind of, turned for the best for me and the whole team for team points and whatnot. So.
Yeah. What can I say other than, wow, this is your second win of the season already. You're batting 500 on the season for wins. Can this continue?
Sure hope so.
I mean, you are the reigning champion after all. It's going to be hard for anyone to dethrone you with your performance so far this season.
Yeah, there's a lot of different talent out there, There's new talent out there. I think all we just got to do is, get used to running with these guys and figure out how they run so we can run accordingly and vice versa, But I think this season going to be kind of tough. Which I like it, especially after Gateway last week. Gateway kind of.
Oh, these past. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But Gateway really impressed me, for it to be a short track, especially a track that I personally never ran. But for that to be a nice clean race in there, and white knuckle the whole time, and we'll keep bringing it on each week, and it's awesome.
Yeah, these past two races have been insane. Icing on the cake so far. It's been impressive. Well, Casey, awesome win. Go celebrate with your team. And, man, that was impressive. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'd like to nominate Game Nerd as driver of the race.
Agreed.
Big time.
Oh, yeah. Game Nerd helped you get up to Parky.
Let me tell you, to take a hit like that from a teammate, although it was I probably already said this, but I feel it a lot, okay? To take a hit like that from a teammate and then come back and help that guy shows the maturity and the sportsmanship and team player that Gamer is.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say about it.
And that's what it takes in this sport nowadays, team players, and that's what Herbert Motorsports is all the way around, is a team player.
Yep.
But no, seriously, congratulations on your win again. It was awesome to watch.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Go celebrate with the team.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good night.
You too. So, Alex, Steve, what do you think? Race 4 in the books.
Sir,
Loved it.
Amazing race for books.
Y'all got anything to say before we end the broadcast for the night?
Nope, other than I can't wait to get out there tomorrow and Can't wait.
Oh, same
to
here.
See what happens next week.
Like I told you earlier, Alex, tomorrow is our time to play.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're not wrong there. Because it most definitely is.
And after missing last week's race, I am bound and determined to come back and make a run at it.
Taking a nap this week, Keith.
Okay, we don't talk about that.
No more
I'll
taking
definitely
naps
be
on
there.
race day, Keith.
I don't care what you guys are going to do to get me there. I will be there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, folks, I think that about does it for the night. From all of us here at the World War Racing League, Steve Rogers, Alex Van Evie, myself, Keith Harris, thanks for watching, and y'all have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Wow. Guys, I got a question.
No, hold on.